Welcome to Jamlish, real talk with a little bit of Labrish. My name's Michelle and I represent Jamlish. And let me just explain a little bit what Jamlish is all about. Jamlish is, it's in the word really, Jamaican and English, or British you can say. And what we've decided to do is to come together as a group of people to discuss issues and topics and debates about anything in life. We just happen to be either born Jamaican or from Jamaican heritage or live in England and from Jamaica. But basically, we're a group of people who represent Jamaica, yeah, and represent the UK. And we've decided to come together and have a talk about all sorts of topics. It's not just Jamaican topics. I needed to put that out there just so people don't actually confuse us and what we're about. We're a chat show, it's a talk show, it's a debate show, it's discussion, etc. All right, so that's who Jamlish is. And we are also products of the Windrush generation. Remember the Windrush? Yeah, usually it's very negative things that happen or are associated around the Windrush, about deportation and overstay and not getting your papers and this, that, the other. We are representing the Windrush. We are one of the Windrush generations, and we're representing that in a positive way. So that's what Jamlish is all about. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our panel. Okay then, so who we got now? Shout out.
Barrydon there, Jamlish there, the crew there, Labrish there. So tune in here.
There you go.
What are the woman then? Go on.
Good evening, as normal. Hi guys.
Rosie, here ready to roll. Listen to the Labrish and chat a little bit of it too.
That's right.
Me there, ready. Ever ready like a Duracell battery. Go some man.
Duracell battery.
Let's get in there, man. Let's start.
Okay then. So that's what Jamlish is all about. And before we start the topic, I need you. You know what I'm going to say, audience, don't you? Yes, that like, share, subscribe, press the notification button, and comment. And that's the key thing to do. I'd like you, or we would like you, to comment. Please comment. Your comments are so important to us. And I also like to take this opportunity as well in thanking you for your comments, those who emailed in, those who have texted in, those who have commented on Jamlish, to thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. And without your comments, you know, it gives us an idea where we can develop and how we can develop. So thank you very much, audience. Where was I? So without further ado, we're going to go into our topic today. And our topic today is food and cooking. Now, before I go into can you cook, what you cook, blah, 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 one question I want to ask all of you: whose role do you think it is in the kitchen to be doing the cooking? I'll start off with Simeon.
Well, you start with me when me put up a
You can go next, baby. Simeon, why you talk first? I deliberately chose a man.
You're being mean here, Mish, because me tell you the truth, right? When I get that truth, that's true, bro. Me grow up, right?
Yeah.
Woman always surround me. Always surround me. You know, when me there with my baby mother, you have she, you have a daughter, then me go give her 2 daughters. Okay. Woman always surround me, you know? Right. You have my sister, you have my niece. Woman always seem to surround me. all
Right.
my life in growing up. Woman, all
Uh-huh.
so to be honest, me never go
Yeah.
in the kitchen. Me not lie, me never go in the kitchen. And mama, she gone too early, so she never get chance.
Wow.
Yeah, when me
You
turn
hearing that,
15,
audience?
no, we just turned 15, and mama, she gone. So mama never have time for she in a teach the girl them. She never reach me and she gone. So all my life, me don't know about cooking. And then guess what? A situation turn up where I'm all alone.
Yes.
Oh.
So
With
we'll
no
come on
choice.
to that. We'll
With
come
no
on to
choice.
that in a bit. We'll
But
discuss
me have
that
to say,
later.
God bless Chef Ricardo.
Mimi,
Yeah, man, I teach me.
Mimi,
Well,
whose role do you think, you know, whether you're living with someone or not,
No one's
whose
wrong.
role do you think it is to be in the kitchen?
I'm not man or woman. I believe an individual must know how to cook and feed themselves and know when they're hungry. Yeah? Ain't wait for no man to come and feed me, and no man should wait for no woman to come and feed him. So yeah, I don't feel it's a role thing.
Right, okay, that's in the 21st century, but that wasn't always the case
No.
years ago, was it?
I agree with you, but we are in a new century now, and I just think
Yeah.
it's nice for the man to cook. Nice. Yeah. Sitting there
Okay.
waiting. Yeah.
I
Okay,
agree
then.
with you.
All right, so Rosie, whose role do you think it is for the kitchen?
I think it's both parties, both men and women.
All
But
right.
then we still have to take into consideration that it's not everybody's cup of tea, if you can put it that way.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how hard one try, they still can't get it right.
Okay.
And to be fair, I remember living in Jamaica and we go a bush and the man them cook. The food
Okay.
nice, you see, man. Food nice, bad.
Something nicer than when a man cooks for
Me
you,
I
is
tell
it?
you, yeah, sometimes you don't want to eat your own cooking, you want the
Eddie.
man to do a thing for you too. So yeah.
Absolutely. And Barrydon, whose role do you think it is that should be in the kitchen? Who should be in the kitchen?
You know, like growing up in Jamaica from my youth,
Yeah.
a woman do the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You see? A woman do the cooking. The only time you see man cook like Rosie is when you go a bush and they have a big work day a bush and thing like that. Man have to cook. Or some man bring the woman there just to do the cooking. Yeah, serious thing. Bring the woman and all the woman have to do the cooking while the man do the work. But in this century now,
okay.
I think it's both of us, the man and the woman and the kids too, to learn to cook. You see, so it's not just one just the woman role to cook. It's everybody in the household should know how to cook.
But Barrydon,
Right.
okay. Sorry, Mish, we just enter the little piece. Where them say that when man cook, I don't know me's not meal chauvinist, but them say when man cook, it tend to taste better than woman. You ever hear that?
Yeah, me hear that.
Hold on. Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough,
me know some man where can't cook.
Right.
All when dumpling are one of the easiest thing to cook and then can't cook that. you see, serious thing. And even Sylvan see I'm soft. And you put in a pot and the water get hot it cook. And some man can't cook that. Back in the days when I grow up. But you have some man when them cook and cook all some food with saltfish and all them things. You lick off all the fingers, you know, bite it. So it's you know,
one half a dozen of the other. But interestingly enough, in the media, when you turn the TV on or whatever it may be, right, Netflix, whatever mainstream TV, who do you see predominantly in the kitchen?
The man.
The man.
Okay, so for me, and I know I'm gonna probably get slated for this, I think the man. So basically, men are saying that they can cook better than women, aren't they? They're saying it's in you know, in a practical form. So you know what? If you could cook better than me, go on. I ain't stopping you. You go in that kitchen and you cook that food and bring me to eat because I love eating food.
But mama
And
cooking
so
at
we've
the great
established that. we've
Mama
established that.
cooking are the greatest.
Huh?
Mama cooking are the greatest.
Who's mamas?
Mama cooking.
Yeah.
Mother. But
All
I
right,
tell you what,
okay. All
Me
right.
never
So-
taste father cooking still, so me have to just judge mama cooking. You know?
Yeah, well, that's
Cooking-
true. Yeah, yeah.
cooking is
So
an art.
even
Cooking
back
is an
them
art.
days, wasn't it? It was the woman in the kitchen, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was notoriously the
That's what I
woman
said.
in the
Yeah.
kitchen
it was.
and the man will go out to work. But as you all says, nowadays it's very, very different. Everyone gets involved.
But
And go on.
back then, cooking and still is an art, you know?
Yes,
It's
it is
something
an
you
art.
learn and perfect it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know I can cook. I burn good. Trust me.
Yeah.
But I see some people cooking, especially, you can't go by what cooking on TV. I see some cooking on TV where would make my mom roll over in her grave. See?
I agree.
It's a serious thing.
And as I'm somebody who loves to cook, and sometimes I watch these cooking shows and like, and hygiene for me,
Yes.
when you're cooking, hygiene
Exactly.
plays.
Very important.
And yeah, it's so important, and I can't see that on the TV. That not very often.
You,
Yeah,
there's
You,
not.
you know something too? You know something too? Before we even start the show, we not talk on cooking, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that part, then me have to bring it back again in the show.
Yes, go on.
Me and Rosie in a talk. And me said, you see when somebody put them heart in the cook, like how you say you
Yeah.
love cooking,
Yeah,
It's
You can
love, isn't
taste-
it? You put the love in it.
you can taste the love tonight,
you
man.
put
Yeah,
your
you
heart
can.
and soul into it,
Yeah,
man, and
you
it
can
tastes
taste that.
better. That's another part of the recipe. Yeah, it's not just some powder and some herbs. Your heart and soul is another recipe.
Yes.
Is another ingredient. Sorry.
Ingredient, yes,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the next question. Do you think that you're a good cook? And then we'll go into what you cook, when you cook, blah, blah, and all of that. So let's debate that. So can I start first? I'm going to start first because growing up as a child, my mom never allowed my sister and I in the kitchen. It was something that she liked the kitchen, get out. This is my space. This is where I want to be, and I don't want anyone in there. Yeah. So for us, you see, there's certain things now that I would love to cook, but I haven't got a clue how to cook it. Well, you can go on social media and find out. But growing up, you know, we didn't actually go in the kitchen and cook. You know, we washed up and clean up the kitchen, clean behind her and whatever, because she was quite a messy cook, but she was a damn good cook. Yeah. So for me, at that time, no, I couldn't cook, but I took myself, when I left school, I took myself to catering college, and I was classically trained, which means that I learned how to cook not only English food, but French, you know, culinary food. And I regard myself as, you know, an okay cook, a good cook, because I can cook Caribbean food as well as other type of foods. So I think, yeah, I would say, yeah, people have eaten my cooking. Yes, I can cook. What about yourself? Do you think you can cook?
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
What's your favorite dish that you like to cook?
Me, I cook.
Anyone?
I cook just about every and anything.
Okay.
Not the little bits of fancy cooking like the big chef they're doing on
Hors d'oeuvres.
TV. Like, yeah, they have a big plate and two little bit of thing in the middle of the plate with a little leaf and then they decorate it. They talk about
Still hungry.
they talk about proper cooking. Because you see, right now, cooking gone to another level. The basic of cooking, like we grew up here, you're doing a curry and you put the black pepper, the pimento and the curry and the onion and all that, and that's it. No. Curry, no, you put pumpkin, you put potato, you put corn, you put everything in it. Back then, it's just basic. Now the basic gone through the window for a lot of people. But
Okay.
like I said, I can cook and I enjoy cooking.
Okay.
And when I cook, I can tell if it tastes good or it don't taste good. when I was
Yeah.
growing up, like my auntie,
Yeah.
she's a great cook in Jamaica when I was going to Jamaica. And she would take me in the kitchen. Like you said, mommy didn't want you in the kitchen. But
Yeah.
now and again, she want to give us a run of it.
All
She would
right.
show us what to do. She would say, okay, get that cup, pour some water in the meat, in the meat pot. And she would watch you. And if you pour the water in the meat, she would say, no, don't pour the water in the meat. Pour it on the side because I don't want you to wash the ingredient of the meat. All those
That's
kind
right.
of techniques. All those kind of technique. Whether it work or not, I don't know.
That is technique.
But she was a damn good cook. And I learned all that. Even when I pour water in my meat now, I tend to pour it on the side because I don't want to wash the flavor of the meat. You know?
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Mimi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to say I can cook, and I'd like to think that you'd enjoy my food. I don't have a special dish. I like to cook everything and anything.
Yeah.
I learned my cooking skills from family and friends. So like my mum was born from the Windrush, so my nan came over and brought my mum, but she was only like 6 months. So my mum is English, if that makes sense. Yes, she's black. She's full black. There's no question about it. But she's very English. She'd like a roast dinner, cauliflower cheese. So for me, I'm very much like my dad, who he was born here, but he lived in Jamaica, so he's more Jamaican. So there's certain foods like jerk chicken, motte, oxtail, you know the food. So, but my dad, I didn't spend any time with my dad because my dad's standards are quite high, and he didn't show me much in the kitchen. And my mum, she did, but it wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted my Jamaican food and
Right.
food, yeah. So for me, I learned from like going to people's houses and talking and having my nan.
You do. You tend to
asking her certain
parties
things.
and gatherings.
And I just like learning how to do even like soup. Like I didn't know how to do soup until I was in my early 20s, and everyone says to me it's the easiest dish ever. But I'm saying it might be the easiest dish, but you can still get it wrong. Do you know what I mean? And elders, they've told me like, listen, goes like this. So
okay. So Simeon, you call soup dirty water. I remember you saying that. Dirty water.
Yeah, no soup. You won't appreciate it.
No.
Simeon, can you cook?
Mish, me just me and Chef Ricardo, man, when we in the kitchen, man.
Who's Chef Ricardo?
That's a TV presenter that cook Jamaica TV.
Jamaica, Chef Ricardo, respect Barrydon. Because remember, as me say, Mish, I kid you not. I want to do this youth. I mean, I remember what me say, come in, not like lie. Say me say something before. No, in truth, right?
Yes.
Cooking, I was surrounded by women.
Yeah.
So them always do the cooking. I'm just used to that.
And you're used to
right. I do something else. Don't get me wrong. This is not the type of TV man. I'm not a TV man. Me always do something else. And then you come to a point in life where yo, you're not a woman around you for doing no cooking. So what you ever do?
So did you have to learn how to cook again then? No.
You mean again? After me never doing that first place.
Chef Ricardo.
All right, so you and Chef Ricardo are the best friends.
Yeah, man. Me fish that tea is sweet too, Chef Ricardo. God bless you, man.
I'm coming for dinner one day.
Yeah, man. Me good for the fish, but me not touch meat.
No.
I don't touch it. I'm afraid of meat like pies. Me can't put my hand on a chicken and no, me can't do them. Me by England, me not used to that.
Do you eat at meat, Simeon?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, but you're just scared to handle it.
The raw meat, can picture the animal. Fish no bother me. He's a fish man. But I think that's but the funny thing is, right? Me don't like this. The funny thing is, if you're born in England, right? I remember one time my cousin, my uncle used to raise fowl, right? And one day him take one of them to cook. And my cousin, no, you can't kill him, you can't kill him. So he say, you want it alive? He said, no, but don't kill him.
You're gonna fill your belly.
Yeah, and when he killed it, he knows he couldn't eat it because it's something him raised and whereas Jamaica now not see that as nothing. But over years, so if them people see the animal that died before they eat it,
the slaughtering now, you wouldn't eat it. You wouldn't eat it. So let me go on to Rosie. Rosie, can you cook?
Yes, man.
You look like a good cook.
Oh, really?
Rosie.
Yes. I like to cook. I love to cook, and I love to cook from scratch. If I have to plant the stuff, herbs and whatever, and just cut, pick, pluck, dig, and take it in the kitchen fresh.
Oh,
if I have
wow.
to kill my chicken, I would do it. If
Oh,
me
my
kill my
goodness.
cow or my goat, I would do it. I'm like that.
I have to say, nothing nicer than a chicken that's just been killed. I remember when going to Jamaica, my sister and I, and we were at my grandmother's, and she was raising like fowl or chicken in the yard, and she grabbed one of them and broke it neck and kill it and pluck it and Kentucky's it later. Oh, it was the nicest.
Yeah, man.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, everything when you get things fresh from your garden and to cook.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, I love baking as well. I love everything that has to do with cooking.
Oh,
and
wow.
like I was saying earlier, another part of your ingredients should be love, put your heart and soul into it. And it tastes better.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. And you know what? Just to put it out there, audience, Jamlish is going to be on the road. Yeah, eventually when we all ease up. Yeah, when the lockdown ease up. And we do have a Jamlish come at your yard and judge your cooking. So what we will do is go to people's houses. Yeah, see what they're cooking, right? Just roll the camera. If them not watch the meat, you tell them, you know, watch the meat yet, you know, and just roll the camera, and then they produce a dish or a food or whatever, and then we judge it out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, all you audiences out there, we're coming to you.
What you call it?
Coming to you.
What you call it? Come jam with me. Like
come
dine
jam with me. Come jam with me.
So you know, and the hygiene, like not just the meat. If they don't wash the meat, if they don't wash the herbs and the veg and so on, you know, and a good way of doing that to ensure that all of the bacteria and stuff is gone. You wash them in vinegar, especially your veg, vinegar and bicarbonate of soda, and that you would, if you wash it, your veg and herbs in that, and you take it out, look in the pan and see the amount of dirt and stuff that comes off in the water.
But they said not to wash your meat. Don't you hear that on TV? Not to wash your meat.
Hello.
Well, me born and grow wash the meat. I mean,
who says not to wash your meat?
I never have.
The government, the health
authorities.
Yes. And also they have a 3 second. If you drop something and you pick it up in 3 seconds, you can eat it without, even if you drop it in a pile of SH whatever tea, you know, you can pick it up and eat it. Within 3 minutes, 3 seconds, you can eat it.
Listen, I trained as a chef, and one of the major hotels I used to work for, and I seen when the chef has dropped the meat, the steak on the floor, and he's picked it up and continued to just sort of wiped it off and continued to do that, and then served it to, you know, quite a very, you know, very upmarket person, you know, if you like, you know, a celebrity, and served it to him. So he doesn't know that that had just occurred. You know what I mean?
I see.
But, you know, of course you wash your meat. Of course you wash your meat.
But you wash it in things that's high in acid to kill the bacteria, like your lemon and your vinegar.
Okay.
The way, like I said, when I grew up and my auntie showed me how the poor watching me. Now, the hygiene is very important, because my auntie would say, if I'd ask her, what you want me to know? And my face facing the pot, she would just push me around. Don't you talk over the food. I don't want you spitting on my pot. So and when if she's cooking and talking, she step back and turn her head like that away from the pot. Now, you see some cooking on TV and everybody talking and spitting in the food and using their hand, and they wipe their hand and the trousers and other kind of stuff. I mean, hygiene is very important in cooking.
It's very, very to eat more natural foods. And if you've got a garden, I mean, nowadays, you know, people should be honored if they've got a garden. Find a spot and have your vegetable plot there and start growing your herbs and your spices, your potatoes, your tomatoes, and this, that, the other. And that's something that I'm going to plan to do for this summer. You know, I've got a spot in my garden, and that's going to be like my veg patch and try
an allotment.
Healthier.
Yeah,
an allotment.
I got stuff ever since we have this, since the autumn winter kicking. I don't buy veg because I plant them and I clean them up, chop them up and freeze it. So I'm eating my produce.
And it's okay to freeze then, veg?
Yes, some of them, not everything. Not everything.
I mean, I have to admit,
everything. Rosie, well, you can't freeze. You can learn me something else. Can me freeze everything?
You can't freeze white rum.
You can't freeze white rum. That I use all the while, man. I want to freeze that.
Well, I've never freeze lettuce. I've never freeze cabbage.
Okay.
They're water-based things as well, that's why.
Yeah, but you can buy cabbage frozen. You can buy it frozen in the shop.
But do you know that it doesn't taste the same if you buy the raw cabbage and cut it up because it absorbs the water? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not hearing it.
That frozen veg, make sure that you're not even putting it in water. Do you know what I mean? Because it's and it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste the same.
There are some veg that when you freeze them and then ready to use them, they don't taste the same.
It's soggy.
It's either like it got water in it, or it tastes soggy, or something like that. I mean, so is not everything good for freeze? Good.
Yeah, absolutely. It isn't. Yeah. And what was I going to say? Yeah, in terms of a lot of people now are renting allotment spots. Has anybody got an allotment here?
Yeah.
I got one.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's the benefits of an allotment?
Oh, it's such a
Exercise.
pleasure to be out there.
Exercise.
Exercise, and
Bending
you
down
feel
and
so
rooted.
revived. And when you plant stuff and watch them grow and then cook them and eat them, oh, it's such a joy.
Do
Anything
you talk
fresh,
to your plants? You
anything
talk to
fresh
them?
coming out the ground is beautiful to eat. Really excited.
Do you talk to them to let them grow?
I do. I do.
Rosie, can I ask?
And I hear me.
Money saving as well. I know obviously it's a healthier option, but do you get to save any money in that?
Oh yes, you do. Yeah. Like I'm saying to you, since the autumn, since I reap what I plant over, and some reap in summer and autumn, they're still in my freezer. I'm cooking. I just ate some callaloo.
Oh,
and
you can grow callaloo here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chocho.
Yam. Depends on the yams.
Here.
Yeah.
Sweet corn.
Spring
wow.
Runner beans.
Red peas. What you call it?
Bilotti beans.
No. What we call red peas over here again?
Kidney beans.
Kidney beans.
Yeah.
So you're hearing that, audience, you know, so we're promoting the allotments here now at the moment. Lettuce. You know, that's really good. That's absolutely fantastic.
You know,
but you know something? Yesterday I went to
Come out of the picture.
Oh my God.
What's so funny, guys? Everybody laughing. Did I miss something?
Yes. Did you see
somebody walking set?
Yes, so yesterday I actually popped into a local store and I bought a packet of parsnips for 29p, 8 parsnips. I bought a cauliflower for 20p. I bought some tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, the big cherry tomatoes. A packet of that was about £1.50. They're slightly more expensive. So you see where I'm going with this? The vegetables that I bought were very, very cheap. You know, with it being a special occasion tomorrow, you know, I just thought to myself, well, that's very cheap. Can you plant things like that?
Oh,
cheap
yes.
in that way?
Well, I used to
Yeah,
do
but
it.
you see same time to miss. Like a
Yeah.
rosemary, miss rosemary bush I grow wild. But you see same time, to be honest, I believe that when you plant it, you
Oh,
know
man.
what in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. No
And
no
organic.
chemicals, no fertilizers,
You know
no
what I mean?
pesticides,
You know what in it,
you know,
man.
Now,
pure
Yeah.
organic.
when I bought like food from the supermarket,
Yeah.
fruits and all that, I wash them with soap. I mean, you can run, you can run them under the tap and the pipe water and say them clean because of the pesticide. And I wash them with soap and dry them. And
What do you
before I
mean
eat them,
soap? You
with
mean
soap.
washing up liquid?
Washing up liquid.
You wash what? Your fruits?
Fruit,
Like apples and things
mango,
like that?
pear, plum, anything that I have to
Okay.
eat because I eat the skin other than orange or banana. I eat the skin of mostly fruits. And I wash them with soap to get, because you know, you go in the supermarket and you pick up a nice looking apple, a nice looking plum, and you come home and you might run it on the top and eat. You know, most people scratch them
COVID
body.
hands.
You know, when people scratch them body and pick up all that and put it down and go through and drop it at ground and pick it up back, put it up there and all that. You think just running water over it can clean it? No.
Yeah.
Now that's where sometimes the bicarbonate of soda and the vinegar comes in.
Here you go.
The same utensils that they're using to cook, it's in their mouth and it's gone back into the
I noticed that,
cooking.
So can we just move on a little bit? Because something you touched on, Rosie, you are what you eat, aren't you? You know, whatever you put in your system is what you. What about comfort food? Don't tell me you all eat really, really healthy, or is it just me?
Very
what about
rare.
comfort food? It
Very
must be just
rare.
me.
Very rare. My body will tell me when I need sugar. When I need sugar, my body just feels different. I feel weak and
diabetic.
And no. But if I'm not diabetic, and sometimes your body, if you don't feed your body with certain things that you used to after a while, and then you suddenly cut it out, and then after a while, your body tells you need something sweet.
Because it still needs fat and sugar and salt.
Yeah, but you don't have to have a great deal of it. So sometimes when I bake, I gave away most of my cake. Right. Because all I want is a little piece. And that filled me up for weeks and months.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Sorry?
You know, buy the chocolate bar, the Snickers,
so what's your comfort food, Rosie? What do you like to eat? Comfort, like for your comfort?
I love fruits. I go to
That's your comfort food.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me.
Occasionally I feel like for a slice of sweet potato pudding, you know, hella top, hella bottom, hallelujah in the middle. Yeah, sometimes we do that. Sometimes we do the cornmeal pudding, rock cake, whatever.
Oh, now you're talking.
I've got photos of some of these paintings. But all I want is a little bit. Because if I bake, I usually give them away.
Yeah.
I give them
So
away.
Mimi, what's your comfort food? What do you like to eat as a comfort?
A comfort food. I'll just put it food, full stop. So
say that again.
I like food, full stop. Like I like to eat food and things I shouldn't eat. I've got allergies, but I'm still eating it and crying about it later. But hey ho, that's what happens when you're craving. But my comfort.
A woman after my own heart.
I like salt and sweet popcorn. I think that's my biggest craving, to be fair. And I like a crisp. And I will have a chocolate from time to time. I do like sugary things, if that makes sense. I love cake and custard. So that's me. But so I like food, full stop, to be fair.
Okay, so Simeon, what's your comfort food? What do you like to munch on when you're watching TV or chilling out? What do you like to eat?
Well, let me start from, watch TV more than some. We play music a lot of the time.
Okay, so when you jive into your music
I'm
and
going to tell you
listening.
the truth, you know, Mish. Because my girl, God bless her, she used to say, Simeon, no eat. Food not bother me, you know. It's not good. I'm not saying it's good, but
Food
food
don't
not
bother you.
I can go all day and say, shit, me never eat today.
I wish I had that
That's
attitude.
me. That
No,
happens
honestly.
to me a lot.
Honestly.
Where are these people from, Mimi?
Me have to fight hard to resist food. I fight hard to resist food. And as I don't eat, me run go stand up on the scale and see if how much me put on.
No,
and then
no,
if
no,
I go down in my belly good, me go we. And then if me not see enough, me go back and eat some more. And then me go back on the scale and look. And if it not go down, if it not gone up enough, me go back and eat some more. Worse if the food nice, like a nice piece of sweet potato pudding or some nice piece of cake.
Yeah.
Them things.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
No, no,
After that, me I go on my bed, me take all 2 laxative or something. and let it back out later.
Not promoting that.
We're
not promoting laxatives, but people do take them. Yeah.
No, but I tell you what me like doing on Mish.
Yes.
I love as she rang food. When I know food that I sweet it. Bounty, no man. Love a bounty.
Which one?
Bounty.
Oh, okay, yeah, bounty. I love
the
those.
coconut tonight. Something I just.
I like the chocolate at the
love
top.
bounty with the coconut. Yeah.
The coconut tonight. I do the chocolate surrounded, but the coconut. That's too. If you're gonna say that's my greatest. What do I call it? Comfort food.
Yeah,
I don't know if it comfort me,
yeah.
but yeah, me like.
But nothing good, nothing like some good old-fashioned cooking, you know, like grandma used to make.
Rondon.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. I mean, I went to Carnival and I see people cooking, you know, like grilling chicken on the grill, and
yes,
people can't even wait for it to spin over in the second time. And oh yeah, I love that. I love that.
They want it now.
Yeah, they want it now.
Absolutely.
You just have to look brown. You don't even have to cook. Just look brown.
Yeah.
You know? But no, I love the good old.
But don't get me wrong, Barrydon. You see, come to our yard one time. And we did that. We didn't want to place, man. We stop off and we travels. And I say, you have some man a cooking up, man. And me tell you, say, hey,
men again, you hear that? Men? Then again?
No, it was men. It was men. Some men a cook and I tell you the truth, Mish. Lick off me 10 finger, take off my shoes and look for me too. No, man, it's sweet, man.
Yeah.
You say if me get food like that now, me not go say no, me no want it.
Yeah.
That's you.
I'm not saying I'm
men take over. Men take over the cooking dramatically now. Man,
by all means, be my guest.
Yeah, big time.
Nice when a man can cook anyway and give the woman.
Yes,
it is.
And give the woman a break.
Absolutely.
And it takes some pressure off from your day-to-day job, especially if you've got a family. You want to know that when you've gone out as a woman and I've left my child at home, that man can provide. Do you know what I mean? I think it's instead of that woman have to be organised.
Yes, yes. That's how you're supposed to treat a woman, man. Shit.
Yeah. So
and it shouldn't cause a fuss. It's I cooked yesterday, so you have to cook.
No,
I cook all
no,
week, so you have to come in and cook.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I eat that business, that man.
Yes, absolutely right. But you see now, the situation. I raised a family, obviously, and you know, a husband and all of that. Right, so I've done the cooking, the coming from work, you start the food, this, that, the other, all of that. Yeah. Now, I'm similar to yourself, Simeon. I'm in a situation where I'm on my own, and I have to make some confessions here. You see, me and Uber and Just Eat, we're the best of friends. I'm glad you know to be cooking for one. To be cooking for one is treacherous.
It's easy. You need to practice it. It's easy.
Michelle.
I do it. I'm on my own too, and I do it.
Hold on. Sorry, people. Get back in your ear a little bit. Right. Mish, no, I'm not being funny. You call Uber for food and then drop our food and.
Yep. I will. If I come in from work late, or I'm busy doing whatever it may be, and I look at the time, I think, oh, it's too late to cook now. I will pick up that. Well, in fact, it's on speed dial in my phone. That's
Yeah,
how
you
bad
know
it is
what
at the
number to
moment.
call.
Really?
Hold on, then, well, tell me something. Don't you like maybe cook some extra amount and put in the fridge and then
Yeah, wait for it.
warm it up in
I
the
don't
microwave?
like food eaten the next day.
Are
It's
you
the
serious?
same thing Uber giving
that's
you.
Hey,
It's
So
the
you
same
know what
thing
Uber giving you?
giving you, Mish.
You know where the food that comes
Trust
from when you
me.
eat, just eat and over?
It
Uber,
comes
Uber,
from
Uber.
Uber, Uber, Uber.
Uber.
They're making a
Uber,
killing
Uber.
out of me, trust me. They're making a killing, right? But having said that, I've noticed the weight gain. So I bought myself a treadmill. So I'm sorry, Uber and Just Eat. Bye-bye. I have, what's the word? Relish my relationship with them. And because that's what happens, you see, takeaway food. I don't know what they're putting in it, but
Nah.
it
Miss,
increases weight.
Miss,
It
can I
makes
ask
you
a
feel
quick question?
sluggish.
I don't have takeaway. I don't have takeaway.
Well,
one
delivery,
thing,
takeaway,
I
still a
don't-
takeaway.
I don't
I
like.
do Caribbean food in Uber. I'll order, oxtail and rice and
They're
peas
still
and that
not
in
buying
Uber.
it. You
Me
know
not
what?
like
You
takeaway.
know one of the things I hate about buying Caribbean food from these shops. If I fancy a Jamaican takeaway,
Yeah,
I'm expecting it to taste like how I cook it.
you can't have that expectation if your
That's why I'm not
expectation is
buying
right.
it. That's why I'm not buying it.
I don't mind, to be honest. I don't mind go.
No, my
Really,
question
if
is,
it's a nice Caribbean restaurant, I'm gonna explore all of them
no, quick
because I'm not
question,
a
though.
takeaway or restaurant man. But I don't mind going out and sit down and enjoy a nice meal. If it's good, I'll
And
go
no
back. If it's not
one-off.
good,
The
I last
camaraderie,
time.
the social aspect of it as well, isn't it?
But Mish, I want to ask you a question. I try to dive in a little bit,
Yeah,
right? And it's a humble question too. You
yeah,
have to be careful we talk, of course, because social media is social. But
Right.
yeah.
and it's a curiosity question. How much does a good Uber food fulfill your up cost?
Well,
No,
because
it's a
obviously
cute-
they
it is a-
charge for service delivery and everything. You're spending about £14. Easy.
That's not bad.
I thought that was quite good because
I mean,
I would go to
I don't know.
a shop and spend £30 on a dinner, to do a dinner, bit of chicken, potato,
No.
this, that, the other.
Must have too much money, Mish. Too much money in your pockets.
no,
Yeah,
me
but you
look
can
at the
live
cooking
some for
aspect of
tomorrow.
things. I don't look at the cooking aspect of things because the
Yeah.
ingredients for
Yeah.
14 pounds worth of ingredients.
Yeah,
is
but I'm
for
not
me.
burning my gas, my electric, my lights or
No,
whatever.
no.
Somebody's
You know, watch
delivering
out.
it to the door.
Yeah, Mish, you can have food left over for the next day for 3-4 days.
I might
Overnight
eat
rice
it all
and
and then
peas.
whatever's left, I just straight away. I would never eat
Y'all
it the
waste
next day.
food, sister. Y'all waste
Too much
food.
money in
Mish.
my pocket.
Exactly.
I don't like. I like food fresh. I don't
Send
like
Overnight
eating.
rice and
When you got
peas.
extra food, send it pan the Uber down here. Let me put it in my fridge. It now go waste.
Oh man.
I'll do that. So, am I the only person who Ubers then? Anybody
never-
else?
I've
Yes,
never.
yes.
I
yes.
don't know the number.
Really?
I don't know the number.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Me no
Pan
know
the group it look like. Me don't know about outside, but pan the group it look like.
No, but
I would like-
Uber.
I will eat from them a one-off if I feel like going out, not Uber
Yeah.
and stuff. Like when
But
the restaurants
restaurant or
open and so
Caribbean.
on. Yeah, I will go hang out with a few friends and eat. But then that's not gonna be like every week for me or
Yeah.
so on because
No one then.
I find it's very expensive and
Yeah.
I want to save as much as I can. And because I love cooking as well.
Well,
Do you know what it is as well? My daughter and my grandson was living with me for 3 or 4 years. And my daughter used to do all the cooking. I mean, she's learned to cook. She taught herself to cook Caribbean food because she don't like English food. And so she was cooking every day. I'd come in from work and it was ready there for me. And suddenly that's gone. I'm having a bit of a meltdown here. Oh my God. Oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Put the food
Yeah.
there.
It's Justin as well. well, because all right, then £15 is a lot of money because I take it you have that 3 times a week. That's £45.
2 or 3 times a week,
That's
easy, yeah.
£45 food shopping in my house for a week, and it's going to last a week. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So really, but given that, you know, you go through changes, you know, that's what you need to come with it, if that makes sense. Because even
Yeah.
like my cousins would visit me, and my eldest son would be out for the day or not even coming back, and people used to say to me, why are you cooking? Why don't you get a takeaway? Well, what are you doing? And I'm like, listen, I know what's in my pot. Yeah, I don't need to spend any money, and it didn't change. I didn't stop eating just because one member in my house isn't in there. Do you know what I mean? But you find your footing because that adds up, and it's not healthy as well. When it comes to
I see him with
no, it isn't.
Me, I'm in that mindset. To be honest, I'm in that. Me, a non-cooker. I'm not proud for show.
You know what's in your pot.
Right, but me quicker for try to put on a pot than for. I don't eat takeaway like that, man.
one little tin of mackerel, a little bit of salad. Do you get what I'm saying? A little jacket potato.
I'm telling you, I'm going through. Listen, I'm having crisis here. I'm used to having it put in front of me. Remember, for the past 4 years.
I don't mind supporting people like people got a restaurant and cook, and I don't mind. I'll do it. I'm not the person to really go out and eat, but I don't mind. I'll go out and support people because it's good to support people because it's a livelihood.
Yes.
And, I enjoy my cooking home too.
Yeah.
You know, that come first too. And no Uber now pull up on my gate and I am on back. You know the one we call Just Eat with them back of them, I ride them bicycle and all when rain a fall and the dirt flash up on the back. I smoke down in the bag. Lord God.
I don't know about them, Mish. I don't know about them.
Audience, I hope I haven't gone down in your credibility, right? But you see me at Uber. I had no choice. I was going through a crisis. And I'm just easing out of this crisis at the moment. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you look at you're going to buy something like, for instance, a sandwich. And their sandwich have like 600, 700 calories. I'm always trying to work out how did they get so much calories in one sandwich?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Then can you imagine the other foods that's been cooked? So that's why I cannot go out there and eat often.
Yes.
I used to be a fat woman.
Yeah.
And we never know, Rosie.
Yeah, and you know, if I'm not careful, I'll be going that way as well.
Me used to be big. I used to be fat. Okay. And I won't tell you the size I was going into. And then, you know what I did? Healthy eating and walking, because I find the gym boring. So I used to just eat healthy and walk. And
me find my belly, I get a little round, you know. And we know say.
But it's lockdown weight as well.
No, I'm a lockdown. I then suck me a cause it, you know. And then around up the belly.
What's that? What is it?
Stop, drink those things and drink this thing.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
Yes,
I promote that as well, Rosie. I promote that.
Well, we got that too, you know. This have to balance it, you know.
On a serious note, right?
Yeah.
Coming out, funny thing on the drink liquor when me dip on Jamlish.
Yeah, I do. It's really weird.
Oh yeah, I'm having a glass of wine.
Barrydon, you gonna tell me say, come here about beer belly. I mean, it's a man that like beer. Beer tastes like medicine to me. Me not like beer, you know. Me's a shots man. And you gonna tell me say shots can make you put on weight?
Yeah.
Depends on the shots. I mean, like whiskey. It's still like they say whiskey. It ain't got sugar, as in like the brandy and the white rum and all that. You see, but depends on how much you consume. And, and what you consume.
Listen, it all depends how you made up as well. Everybody have a different bone structure, different build. So you could eat a plate of food and you look the same. Another person eat a plate of
true.
food.
And
That's
it's
By
true.
tomorrow,
completely,
they look like so them eat and
That's true
them.
because
Another
Yeah.
person on there feel look pan it and them a go.
and then if it, you know,
in
yeah.
our family, we are some big people, and if you
Yeah.
if you don't watch, if we don't watch what we eat, we're gone. So
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have to smell food and that's it.
Same thing that
5
happened.
pounds has come on me. Just smelling it. You
Yeah.
know what I
Me
mean?
too.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
have to be really careful. Now listen, because you know we are running out of time, but one of the things that I did want to go through was what food don't you like? Name a food that you just don't
Pork. Let me
Pork.
start first.
Pork.
Pork.
like. Pork. Beetle. Mimi.
I don't like it.
You know, sorry, me.
And-
There's some people who hide and eat, you know. But me don't like pork.
True.
Nah,
Well, me
They're
not
telling me
something
truth.
because
Pork. Go
because
on through Barrydon.
I used to
Pork.
I used to eat pork.
Yes.
And nobody
Are you
eat pork.
used to?
Yeah, nobody eat pork like me. I'm a
Them
bedroom.
I used to eat
God
it.
rest him
Go on
soul.
through
Him
Barrydon.
just passed away 2 years ago. And from the day him drop out,
Ah.
I said, in memory of you, I will never put another piece of pork in my mouth. Because you know they have failed me. Me and you eat it, me not eat no more.
I
Yeah.
used
And
to
that's
eat
when I
pork.
stopped.
I used to eat pork. It never made me sick or anything.
No.
Yeah.
But just thinking of eating pork. One day I sat down and a friend and I was debating certain foods, and they done an experiment with the pork, and I'm like, no, why?
But
Make
look,
her talk Barrydon. Hold on the Barrydon. Make her finish Rosie.
I'm like, no way, I ain't eating that thing ever again.
When the experiment show, you know, start that part there.
No, I don't want to upset the audience.
Why don't you
Move
like?
on, we
Why
move
don't
on.
you eat pork?
No, we
I don't eat it. I haven't eaten it from so high. Why don't you eat pork?
It's
Why don't
very
you like
unclean.
it?
No, all right, you want me to, can I answer this? Why I don't eat pork personally, right? Because it's unclean meat. A pig, him yam all him own fetus, man. Him don't fussy what him
But
eat.
don't cows or chickens?
No,
or,
hold on the Mish. Me not done yet. Hold on the Mish. And you see wickeder than that, believe it or not. I'm working with a man, right? In the art.
Yeah.
And he is surviving. And apart from a pig inside of him.
Oh.
Did you know that the pig is the closest thing to human body, ironically?
Yeah.
Then can take parts out of that and put in you and make you survive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's wrong with that? What wrong with that? No survive, survive. No
We are
liberty.
not cannibal.
No liberty.
Liberty.
Everything
No,
on this earth is
talk
cannibal.
about the part, you know. I talk about why me not eat it. Remember that me defend, you know. Why me not eat it? It's to survive my virgin, because one man me love, you know. So me wouldn't wrong that.
But
you know
if
what I
it
mean?
will save my life and keep me living, they can put it in a me any day. They can
That's
put
different.
the tail, the head,
Over the animal. Right.
You know?
But me not yam him.
No, well, when me I eat pork, you know, the only thing me never eat, you know, was the grunt. And I sure me couldn't catch it.
You ate the hair?
Grunt.
You ate the hair as well?
The only thing that me never eat, and I sure me couldn't catch it. Eh?
You ate the hair as well?
Me say when me I eat pork meat, everything are just a grunt.
Even the hair?
Me say when me I eat
Answer a
pork,
question,
everything
man.
on
Yeah, run go. Answer a question.
Moving swiftly on, Mimi. What food don't you like?
I don't like okra, oxtail. I don't like slimy things. Yeah.
I love oxtail.
Yeah, you mean you don't like Caribbean food then?
If it's cooked good, and I mean, they take off the fat and that, I can eat. But you see, like okra, it's got that consistency in the middle. No.
Them cook it too soft for you, man.
But that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not eating it. Thank you. No, thank you. So
You
yeah.
never
I like the jelly bits on the end. Ooh, lovely.
Hey, me. Chicken foot.
You know what I mean? It's just,
Chicken foot? You don't eat chicken foot?
No.
In soup, chicken foot soup?
No.
I
No,
like the
give me
soup,
the
but I
soup.
did
I'll eat
chicken
that one.
foot.
I'm not eating that.
Yeah, but when you dip in the soup and come up, you see the tree something look like this. You're not gonna eat it. After you eat the soup already, you're not going to eat it.
Baby fingers, man. No.
They were talking about that in another show, weren't they?
The soup,
Like the
the soup, you know,
yeah,
the soup is nice.
They were saying the gluey
I
thing
know,
was nice.
Look,
nice,
me love
but
my
it's just
chicken
it.
foot, man.
Do you?
Chicken
Chicken foot soup.
foot. It's nice and fluffy.
So what about chicken back? I want our biggest food that, well, if you want to call it poor people food, but you got people like entertaining people that do chicken back Wednesday or chicken back Friday and all that, you know, and people queue up, people line up for buy them chicken back food. So and
But they don't even eat that here.
You don't eat chicken back.
That bit's thrown away when you chop up the chicken, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
we're not saying that.
are you serious, Mish? You chuck it?
You
Yeah,
can
man.
get
The
some.
back of the chicken.
Yeah, the back of the
back.
chicken. My nan.
I don't
used
eat
to
that.
take it to the market and
No,
get
there's
a-
bones in it.
yeah, but she loved it. Just little bones and little pieces.
I'll throw that away.
No,
The
Yeah,
bone are the
waste
best
food,
part, you know.
Mish. Yeah, waste food.
tell her again.
No, I
The
don't
back of the chicken back. You want me to eat?
Yes.
The way you eat the chicken wing and the chicken leg and everything,
But
everything come with the chicken. You can't eat the back too.
Barrydon,
And the
answer
food.
me this question. Answer me this, and something me ear. So you are Jamaican man, right? You're not straight from.
Yeah.
You can, and then say chicken back make you chat. That's true.
Well, well,
No.
It's a whole
Jamlish.
time talk. No, and it's a whole time talk.
Me no know that. I'm not
No.
chicken back. I'm not chicken back. Then say make you.
chicken back,
make you.
Let's
And
say
the
when
little
you
thing,
wait.
you know the little thing out at the back, at the bottom of the chicken
That's
batty.
called the parson's nose.
The chicken
That's called.
batty, and that make you chat.
Okay.
That's the
okay,
parson's
Moaz.
nose.
That's why I asked.
Whether
you,
the
'cause you
parson
can't
knows
hear
or
it.
the minister knows or the vicar knows, and that make you chat.
Okay.
On that note, audience, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this up because we are out of time. We are going to revisit food again because it's something that everybody can get involved in and debate and, you know, really talk about, you know, and that was a very interesting debate. So thank you, panelists, and also thank you, audience, for joining us. Jamlish, Labrish, Real Talk with a little bit of Labrish. And we will see you again soon. And don't forget that. Come on, panel. What am I gonna do?
Let me talk.
Share, like,
Share, and
and
subscribe.
comment.
Comment
subscribe,
and subscribe.
And press
and
the
press the
notification button.
notification.
Don't forget the bell.
That's right, the bell. That's it. That little bell that you see going like this, press that as well. Thank you very much for your company, audience. Thank you to our panelists. And we have who? Mimi, Barrydon, Rosie,
Big up yourself.
Simeon, and yours truly. So we will see you again
Soon.
soon, very soon.
Shortly,
Take
man,
care.
shortly.
Bye-bye.
Jamlish, a little real talk with a little bit of Labrish, yeah. Jamlish, them talk real talk, them not talk no foolishness, no way. Jamlish, a little Jamaican wrap up in all the English, yeah. Jamlish, the real talk show with a little bit of Labrish. Skibo says so.